right now. Yes, it'll be recorded. It just started. And feel free, again, like I said, feel free to reach me. My cell phone number is 773-555-5555. And my email address is alvarezr@uic.edu. I'll share that again at the end of our session. So make sure everyone has my email and my phone number for any questions. You'll be able to contact me. Now, I want to go over our schedule. So I'm going to share our screen again. And this is our schedule for our first day. We start at 9 a.m. and we go all the way through 11 a.m. We're going to be working together. And then at 11 a.m. we'll be done. And that's when you're going to be working on Synchronous on your own work on your own. We're going to do some group activities where you're going to be breaking out in groups and work together. We're going to learn a little bit more about Zoom and just go over some goals. But right now, I want to start with an icebreaker. So I'm going to stop sharing. And I want, once you're in your group, I want you to please have someone be the note taker. Someone please volunteer once you're in your group who's the note taker. And I want you to discuss which social media do you use the most and why? Okay, so remember, it's what social, and once you get to your group, please make sure to unmute yourself because you're still gonna be muted once you go there. So make sure. Now, I have an issue. So I'm not able to, I don't have breakout rooms. Yes, Miss Shelley.
Did you tell yourself in the beginning that did you set up this meeting?
Yes.
And you chose breakout rooms in your settings?
Yes.
Then there may be glitches because I've heard Byron had a glitch with his picture. I've heard other people this morning have glitches with other things, not in this circle. So there may be glitches. I don't know if you want to go out and try it again and we come back, or because there's no way we can do it without breaking.
You know what? I noticed Miss Hampton is the host and I'm the co-host. So let me,
She'd have to give it to you.
Yeah. Miss Hampton, if you could give it to me. Let me see. I don't know if I could do it more. No.
I think you lost your host privileges when you logged out and logged back. Remember, the host logged in and automatically.
Okay, so you taking notes on that?
Yeah, so when I was having technical difficulties, I logged out and Miss Hampton got the host. So now I see breakout rooms. So automatically, let's do. So we're gonna be in these breakout rooms for 7 minutes. Just remember, again, you're gonna be, you're gonna say your name with your teammates and you're gonna share which social media site you think is used the most by teens and why. Make sure you pick one person who's gonna be the note taker, and then we'll come back together and share everything. So you're gonna be seeing right now going into the rooms. Thank you.
Rosa?
Hi, Miss Brown. Are you by yourself?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Tracy. Tracy?
Hello?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah, because I couldn't hear you at first.
I'm gonna start as well. Oh, see, something's happening. Okay.
This is crazy. Miss Tony joined our own too.
Yeah, I just assigned her. Hi, Miss Tony. Okay, so now the three of you. Okay, so now the three will be working together. Make sure someone is a note taker and just discuss which. Remember, share your name and discuss which social media is the most by teens and why. Do we have any questions?
I got it.
Yes, Tracy.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, Miss Tony. Unmute.
Hi.
Hi, is everything? Hi, Miss Tony. So we're just in groups right now, and you're gonna say your name and say which social media the teens use, and if someone could take notes. And you should see top on the right-hand side how many minutes you got left. So now it's letting you.
The time.
It's
I see the
social
time.
media.
Which social media do the teens use most that you think?
I don't know.
You a teen. You supposed to pretend like you're a teen today.
You asking the wrong person. I don't do social media. What they do, YouTube?
This all I see you do is be on your phone. She's like, when I'm looking, I learn it. I'm like, oh, wow. I'm like,
You're doing an excellent job. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you. Do we have any questions in this group?
Can we give more than one example? We've come up with a couple. I have a couple more, but should we limit ourselves to just one or?
No, feel free. At least 3 going over will be fine, but at least 3. Thank you. Bye.
Right now we got TikTok.
Mhm.
It'll be set up something like what we have today.
Mhm.
Whereas you might have a poll question or something you asking that everybody kind of dialogue with in the breakout room, or it
Mhm.
might be something that we already have written into the script that you could give them to dialogue with, and then they come back and talk about it.
We're back.
Technical difficulties on my end. You. I think we're missing a couple of people. We'll wait till everyone joins. So maybe everyone saw a little pop-up window for you to exit now, or if not, in 60 seconds, you'll be. So if you exit now, we're all here. I think we're missing a couple more teens.
Yeah, I hit the button.
Yay. So that's just, you won't have to wait the 60 seconds. It just brings you straight here. There we go. We got everyone. Thank you. So we're gonna go around with each group. Whoever was the note taker, if you could please share. And we're gonna start backwards. Start with group 3. And I'm just gonna first mute everyone. And now whoever is the participant for number 3. So I see Miss Brown. So I should be able, yes, you should be able to speak.
Okay. Well, we said Snapchat. And the reason why we said Snapchat is because you can do so much within the app. So you can do videos, you can send messages, you can call through Snapchat and all those different things.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Hampton. I'm gonna. Hold on. If you could unmute yourself, I think it's, there we go.
I just wanted to stop. If we're learning their names, then each group should say who was in their group.
Okay.
What I say it was in our group, it was me, which is Antoinette, Tracy, and Miss Tony.
Thank you, Antoinette, Tony, and Tracy. And group number 3 suggested it was Snapchat. Can I have group number 2? Someone from that group share?
What happened?
Which was group 2?
Was that group 2?
I think Jesus, you were group number 1.
Okay. All right. For group 2, I was the note taker. My name is Byron. The teens that were in the group was Edgar, Miss Donna, and myself. Basically, we had a conglomerate of all. It was Instagram. Edgar said Instagram. Instagram was more practical for the teens. Miss Donna said Instagram and Snapchat. Most teens are on the site and they find their peers more easily. I said all 3, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. Snapchat basically is more prevalent to the teens, I believe, because it deletes their messages after so long. Facebook has been around the longest, and Instagram is more picture-based. And that's it for group 2.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, group 2. Group number 1.
That will be me. And so my name is Jesus Bernabe, and in my group it was Shelly Maxwell and Maria Martinez. Shelly said that Snapchat because they want stuff to disappear quickly. Chelsea said Instagram when they want to share with family. Maria Martinez said TikTok because they want to stay entertained. How people are doing the dances and stuff like that. So that's popular right now. I said TikTok too because they just want to stay positive with everything that's going on. So I think TikTok like blew out of nowhere. And everybody's doing. You run into people anywhere just doing TikToks. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Jesus, and group number 1. Thank you. Did we miss any? If anyone could raise their hand if we missed any social media. What about Twitter? Do teens use Twitter?
No.
No, is Twitter not no more as in as before?
I have used it.
You have used it, okay. What about another one I could think of? I don't know so much if it's social media, but like WhatsApp. I know a lot of people use it for texting, but you could also post on there now. So that's anyone.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of it? It's a WhatsApp app, and you could use it more for text messaging. But now it has where you could put a story as well as Facebook and Instagram. I don't know about TikTok if you could post a story.
TikTok, yeah.
Donna Hampton.
What's the name, Rose? I'm taking notes because I'm not familiar with none of this, so I need these in my notes when I'm talking with my teams.
WhatsApp. So it's literally WHATSAPP. Or
So we see that you have what's up, Rosa.
yes, I do. The WhatsApp, yeah. I have my own little folder with my social media as well, guys. So thank you. I'm going to share what's next. Thank you, everyone, for sharing and participating. Now, you might ask yourself, where did everyone go? Why was I only able to see 2 or 3 teens? That's because where you were sent was something called a breakout room. A breakout room right here is our format that we will be using for us to exchange ideas and work and learn from each other. So for us to be able to create content for young children. So previously, before this pandemic, when we used to do the summer teen program, you were placed in Head Start sites. In Head Start sites, you'll be working with the teacher. I call it more like a teacher's assistant, where you're able to help the teacher. You will never be alone with the child, and you're able to play games, teach them how to write their name, the alphabet, the numbers. And we're going to be doing something similar, but now everything's going to be online. We're going to be able to create how to read to a child, how to what songs you might be able to sing, toys to be able to play with them. But I want to go over with some of our goals. Some of our goals right now is, first of all, we want us to get comfortable with each other. We're going to be seeing each other a lot. This program is for 6 weeks. You're going to be seeing this beautiful face and everyone else's beautiful face, maybe four times a week. So please, we just want to be able to get comfortable. We want to be able to learn each other's name. So please, always, if I ask you to say your name, it's not that I forgot. It's just that, as you see, we have 20 to 25 teens, and I just want to be able to get to know each other. Today's goals is what we're reviewing. We're also going to be able to go through our work agreement right now in a little bit. And we're going to learn a little bit more about Zoom, and how you're able to join and get acquainted with our onboarding schedule. So as you have seen, you were all able to join with the link. Did anyone have issues with that link when you received your email this morning or last night? Did anyone have issues? So that's how we're going to be joining. You'll be receiving an email from me letting you know to click on the link to be able to join for our Zoom. Also, you're going to be make sure that your mic is off. We mentioned, unless you're going to be speaking, we're going to turn off our mic. Make sure I could be able to see you, that our video is on. And next, we're going to be also learning how to screen share in the near future, and how to connect with other devices as well. So if you're on your laptop, we might be learning later how to another day how to sign in with your phone to download the app. Okay. Next, we're going to do another breakout room. And I want, I'm sorry. So let me share so we can see what we're going to do. So we're going to do another breakout room, 7 minutes. We're going to again choose a note taker. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to choose at least 3 descriptions of what independence means as it relates to working. So if I could have someone be the note taker in your group, and feel free to be as creative as you want when you're creating these 3 descriptions of what independence means to you and relates to work. Feel free to make it into a poem, make it into a song, make it into a rap. Just make sure no profanity or anything inappropriate. Feel free to be as creative as you want. Any questions? So again, you're gonna be in the same group that you were on before, just so it could be get familiar. We'll get familiar today with who you were placed with, but maybe tomorrow and the following days you won't be placed with the same people, because I want everyone to get to know each other. But for today, to get to know each other a little bit more, you're gonna be placed in the same group. So remember, you have 7 minutes. Someone please be the note taker, and I'll be checking in to see if anyone has any questions. Thank you.
Her own workload. What you say?
Hi guys,
Following through with, I don't know, follow through with your responsibilities. I'm not sure. I don't know.
How about
As with working with others, have to share opinions. I would say basically the same. Independent as far as like working. Basically, you control your own destiny or whatnot. As far as like independently, you control your own, like you.
Oh, ice cream to give him a little miniature one.
Hi, Rosa.
Hi, any questions in this group?
No.
No, we're having fun.
Yay.
You want to hear my rap? You want to hear my rap before you go?
Yes.
Independence, 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 you say? It means getting things done, whatever comes your way. Take control of what you know, take control of what you can. Don't wait for another's plan. Do it on your own. Don't wait for mom and dad. That's what they said.
Nice.
Now, one of y'all got to do that in the group.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for sharing.
I'm not going to do that in the group, though. I trust y'all.
It's already recorded.
Yeah.
Do that again, Miss Shelley?
It's not. It only records the main room. Nah.
I'm gonna record you with my phone now.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. I'll be seeing you.
Okay, cool.
Any questions in group 2? Hello.
No, we're good.
Thank you. I'll be seeing everyone in a little bit. There's
Okay.
2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Gotta go group 2. Good? Awesome. Here. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thank you, everyone. So we're gonna do the same as before. We're gonna go around and share what we have. If we could start this time, we're gonna do it the other way around. So we're gonna start with group number 1, and then we'll do 2 and 3. So group number 1, if you could say your name and your teammate's name and share.
My name is Jesus Bernabe, and then my team, it was Shelly Maxwell and Maria Martinez. For Miss Shelly Maxwell, being independent was taking control of what you know, what you can do. For Maria was life being able to do what you're supposed to do and not wait on someone to tell you how to do it. And for me was being able to do it on your own without mommy and poppy. And that was
Very good, group number 1. Thank you for sharing. Can I get group number 2?
All right, group number 2 consists of Miss Donna, Mr. Edgar, and myself, Byron. Ms. Donna said, working alone, working independently means you are working alone or in a small group, and you will have your own accountability of your own actions. Mr. Edgar said, feeling free when you are to feeling free when you're working independent. You are able to do what you want. As when working with others, you have to share opinion. When working alone, you feel more confident when working alone. And myself, I said, just being in control of your job task solely. And that's group 2.
Thank you, group number 2. Thank you for sharing. Can I get last but not least, group number 3? Woo!
Group number 3, Miss Antoinette, Miss Tracy, and Miss Tony. And I said being able to sign my own timesheet. Miss Tony said being accountable for your own workload that you have at your job. And Miss Tracy and them said knowing the rules and regulations of your job, the employer that you work for. And I also threw in the fourth one, and receiving my own money. So that's what independence means to me.
Thank you for sharing, group number 3. Yes, yes. And we're all going to be doing a little bit of all that in this summer program. So we are going to be working together as a team, as you see, for these 2 hours. But then for the next 2 hours from 11 to 1, you're going to be working independently. But that does not mean that if you have any questions or doubts, you cannot reach me. Of course, I'm always going to be available. You have my cell phone, you have my email. Feel free if you have any questions, any doubts. If you need one-on-one, there will be a time frame that I will let you know at the end of the day that this is the time frame that I'll be available for. And if anything, just always feel free to reach out. Do we have any questions, comments, or concerns this far? Everything's okay? We're good? Okay. Miss Donna Hampton, we're gonna unmute you. There we go.
How much does this job pay, and then how many days do we work?
Very good question. Yeah, so we get paid $10.50 an hour. So you're going to be working Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you'll be making $10.50 an hour, and then you'll be also receiving a pay schedule. So I'll make sure I'll have that to you, if not today, by the end of this week. And that pay schedule will let you know exactly what days you're going to be getting paid, so you know when to receive that paycheck, that you'll be receiving it through mail. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, I'm going to share my screen to see how we are with our scheduling. So right now we're a little bit ahead of schedule, but we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We're gonna have a 10-minute break, guys. We're gonna do a 10-minute break, so feel free to keep your mic off so we won't be able to hear you. If you do, for some reason, if you need to step out and you put your video off, please make sure to turn it on when you come back. But we're gonna have a 10-minute break. So I'm gonna do, it's 9:48, let's do 9:50. So at 10 o'clock, if I could have everyone back. At 10 o'clock, everyone back. Please be mindful, check your phone, check the time. At 10 o'clock, everyone here. Thank you.
So we're taking the break for real?
If you want to, I don't know. If anyone
I'm gonna do my rap.
Okay.
Independence, 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 you say? It means getting things done, whatever comes your way. Take control of what you know you can do. Don't wait for another. Don't wait for mom and dad. I messed it up.
Awesome.
I think they'll do that if you give them the freedom to do it. I can't hear you, Miss Donna.
Yeah, that's good. I was intending to get Byron to do it because I know that he does rap a little bit. So I was going to ask him, but it slipped my mind. That was good, Miss Shelley.
Thank you. I have fun. I used to do that with Cameron. He would go get beats off the internet, and I would try to do it to get him to increase his vocabulary, right? I would throw words in there, and then he'd have to ask me what they meant later on. So, I mean, we started doing it, but I'm no rapper.
Awesome.
Oh, this is going well, I think.
Everything, yeah.
And I think we're a little bit ahead of schedule, Rosa, because you don't have a full team. So no worries about that. I'm pretty sure they're going to have more questions and things like that too.
So do you think that it would work, to just y'all opinion so far, to have like all the teams come for a pre-orientation where they're not paid, but they can ask questions once they're hired? Or is it gonna come down to the wire?
It's gonna come down to the wire, Miss Shelley. So we all gonna have to do our own individual orientation.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire, ain't it?
But we have a whole week with them to get them oriented. So I think everybody gonna have to do their own thing.
We'll get it done.
Yeah. I told you all yesterday, you all are some brilliant people. Trust me. When I say that, I'm not just saying it. I'm taking notes too, Rosa.
Great.
For my own self.
I mean, to me, you're all natural facilitators from what
Natural facilitators, and then we all have our own style of the way that we present. So I just like to just take from everybody else and kind of incorporate some things. I love your energy, Rosa.
Thank you.
Teams are gonna love you.
Thank you. Now, Miss Shelley, I don't have the timesheet for that section.
I was finishing it when we started.
Oh.
So Miss Donna worked till like midnight, and then she'll say, "Look at this." I'm sorry.
I was up to midnight last night. But were you able to get those lines on there for me, Miss Shelley?
I think I got what you want, but we can keep working on it. But I have what you want. I can share it whenever you all are ready, or I can send it to you guys to share. What do you want me to do? Send it to Rosa to share?
Send it to Rosa to share.
Okay, I'll get it done now.
Thank you. You're muted, Miss Shelley.
Oh, what am we talking about?
I'm sorry?
I said I was unmuted.
Yeah. No, I said you were muted for the whole.
What am I supposed to do?
Send the timesheet to me.
Oh, okay. I'm trying.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
If you can send Rosa the pay schedule as well, Miss Shelley.
Yeah, you said put it on one thing. That's what was the little. Okay. Okay, let me see where it is. 30 seconds. Okay, I sent it.
Thank you. I'm gonna check.
Is it time for that now?
No, I just wanted to have it ready.
Oh,
After this, I'm going over the agreement.
Because I was trying to lock the sales. That's what was taking time. Just only the sales that would actually have information entered
Okay.
would be available. But I didn't get a chance to do that, so let's be mindful.
Okay. So this is just a mark. She just using it to plug in where she gonna talk about timesheet.
Okay, you get it?
Yes. I got it. Let's open. Google Sheets.
Yes?
Yes, I got it.
Do you want a PDF too, or what?
I think once you finalize it, Miss Shelley, then we can probably do PDF. But she's just using this just as a mock.
Okie doke. I haven't sung a song in days. That's not good.
Give us one right now.
I'm just saying I haven't had a song in me in days. That's not like me.
Oh.
I gotta find me a song.
Yeah.
Sing the roller skating song, Miss Shelley.
Okay, go ahead, sing it.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. Is that how it goes? I forgot. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. Oh my God.
Has anybody ever heard that song before? Anybody else other than me and Michelle? No?
I don't think so.
We're from a different. I mean, I know songs from every genre, so I can usually relate to people from every genre on songs because that's how I grew up. And I never learned to play an instrument. That really bugs me.
No. We got 2 minutes. Is it okay if I play a piece of it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I rode my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight.
But you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new
Yeah.
They even have roller skates and keys. Now they do inline skating, don't they? Oh, that's when songs were innocent and sweet.
Yes. My daughter's funny. When I first started listening to it, what are you listening to? I'm like, I don't know. It just popped up on my YouTube and I liked it. And, we're going to go with it. And she sings it now with me.
Hey, I love it. And thank you for that. I needed that.
Yay.
Thank you. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. Thank you everyone for coming back and joining me. We're gonna go through now our work agreement. Everyone should have received this when you received all the other documents, but I'm still gonna share it to go over our, yay, okay. The person I could see is oh no, this isn't it. Sorry guys, wrong one. I'm gonna stop sharing and share the right one. There. Why are you giving me this? There we go. Technical difficulties, but I got the right one. If I see Maria, if Maria could give me a thumbs up, if she could see it. Thank you. Okay, so this is our TLC Teen Remote Employment Virtual Agreement. Can everyone? Yay, thank you. I see some thumbs up. Thank you guys. So first, our introduction. This document is going to explain our program expectations. So we want to be sure you, our very important teen, are paid at all possible hours and receive all our benefits while you learn something new and interesting skills as well. So to ensure you understand the expectations of the program and demonstrate that a remote work program can work for teens, we have provided detailed guidelines for the program. We know you will be responsible and perform as teens past achieving excellent results. So all of you should have a copy of this, but I'm just gonna go over it with everyone. So remember I mentioned your hours are from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Feel free to start logging in around 8:45, just in case if you have any glitches like me this morning. I had a couple technical difficulties, so please feel free to start around 8:30, 8:45 to log in just in case. We want you to be visible at all times during Zoom. This is how the time is gonna get approved. We want to make sure you have approved schedule for phone engagement with assigned supervisor. So like I said, if you have any questions or doubts, just send me a text or an email and we can set up a time for us to meet one-on-one. You're going to also be in charge of producing content during the designated time. So that's going to be around the 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. time frame that you'll be working on your own and you'll be creating content. And last but not least, we're going to have some approved training. Next we have is assignments. Assignments must be completed within the time frame shared. Each assignment is due by 1 p.m. Each days or the hours cannot be reported for the assignment. Missed assignments will cause you to miss paid time. I'm gonna read that again one more time. Missed assignments will cause you to miss paid time. So please be mindful if you see that check, instead of 20 hours, you have 15 hours. That might be why, if you missed some assignments. So please be cautious of that. Timesheets. Time records are due by 2 p.m. each day. So you finish at 1, but you still have till 2 p.m. to record your time on that timesheet. If a time record is not submitted by 2 p.m., the hours cannot be approved. Missed deadlines for time reports will result in missed paid time. So again, if you submit anything after 2 p.m., it will not be accepted. So please, you have that 2 p.m. deadline. We have our schedule. Each day, a work or training schedule will be outlined. To ensure you learn a task and have enough support, we must maintain the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. schedule. We cannot delay the schedule for latecomers or teens who will take the day off. Missed work or training hours will result in missed paid time. So please, yes, please be on time before 9 o'clock will be greatly appreciated. If for whatever day you're sick, you take a day off, it's your responsibility to please get in contact with me, not only to let me know that you're gonna be off or that you're sick, please text me, but also to text me to let me know what did I miss, what do I need to follow up, what work is due by the next day. It's your responsibility, okay? So please make sure to always come to me and let me know so we could talk about that if you have any questions or doubts. Last, we have our conduct environment. It is your responsibility to ensure you are in a quiet, clean environment during your work time. Please go into a space where no family traffic will take place during your work and training time, where you may close the door. So for example, if you haven't noticed, I'm in my room, I have the door closed so no one could come in. So we ask the same for you to try to find somewhere peace and quiet where we could where you could focus for these 2 hours. Equipment. All the equipment you will need is a cell phone, a laptop, or tablet. Either one will work fine, or if you have a computer PC. Also, must be fully charged. No one in your environment can be disruptive, or you will be dropped from the group that day. This will also result in missed paid time. So please make sure everything's charged. Your appearance. You should dress as you would report to an in-person work situation. Modest clothing that does not reveal your body in any appropriate way. Clothing with no offensive slogan or logos or profanity. So I have one of our old teen literacy coach t-shirts. So please, something where you're all covered up, please, we greatly appreciate it. Our language. Profanity and unprofessional conversations will result in a drop for the day and possible drop for the program. This also means when you're in your little breakout sessions, I will be joining to checking in on everyone. So don't feel that Miss Rosa, Miss Alvarez is not going to be in the breakout room. She can't hear me. I got eyes and ears. Remember that. And last but not least, our chat. All the rules above apply to the chat area. Please do not engage in private chats during a session. There's a chat where you could talk to me. Well, it's going to be visible to everyone, so please be mindful of that. Everyone will be able to see what you're typing. We are eager to serve you. Thank you. The work you do will enrich the lives of our young children and their entire family. They will see content created in their own community, and this is a rare opportunity. Teens, show us who you are. We want to get to know you and see what you can do. Woo! So all of you have already signed, and your parents have signed. We got your number. We have your phone number. This is because we have 2 different programs as well. Feel free to type if you have any notes, if you have any questions. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see. Does anyone have any questions about our work agreement? No. We're all good. Good. Thank you so much. Yes, okay, so I see 2. So I'm going to have Miss Shelley and then Miss Tony.
Suppose my internet goes out for the day and I can't turn in my timesheet.
If you do have any issues, please, that's why you're going to have my number and my email. So say your email, you can't contact me through email, have my cell phone. Text me and let me know that's something we could work around and see how we could get you, if for whatever reason your internet does not come back. For example, my lights went out yesterday. That could happen as well. So please, the best you could do is always keep in communication with me. If I don't hear from you, then there's where we're gonna have an issue. So please, just so I can know what's going on, and we'll try to figure out how we could put your time in for the day. Okay, Miss Tony.
Hi, how many breaks do we get, and do we have lunch? Do we get a lunch break?
So we get 1 break. So as you seen earlier, we get like a 10-minute break.
That's all?
That's it. We're gonna be together. And then the lunch break, you'll be taking it off hours. So you won't be with me during your break. That'll be afterwards. Miss Dana Hampton, you're on mute.
A couple of things, Rosa. That was good what you stated about the internet. But I was going to say, we don't want to give them too much of reasons to throw at you. Like you said, my lights went out. You have everybody telling you their lights went out. So, I mean, that you did good to say, if that should occur, to contact me via phone, and that we can kind of work some things out. I wouldn't give them too much to go on.
Okay.
Also, in regards to lunch, they don't get a lunch because they only work 4 hours, and technically they only online for 2. So they don't get a lunch. If they was face-to-face, they didn't get a lunch.
Okay, thank you.
I was just asking because I know how young people think. They don't count the hours. They're just going to ask a crazy question. So I was just throwing that out there to play with.
I think that was good. That was good.
A good question because they are going to ask, but I'm letting the staff know that they don't get a lunch. They only get a 10-minute break because you only online for 2 hours, and then you off, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and just be mindful. We're all going to be seeing each other. So I know we might get thirsty. Feel free to have water, but try not to eat in front of everyone as well. You could do that once we're done with our training, once your hours are done. I'm going to start sharing as well. how we are on schedule. So far with our Zoom, how many, can I get a raise of hand? How many are familiar with Zoom and have used Zoom before? Just a raise of hand. Okay, we have 1, 2. Okay, Byron, thank you. If we could see on the bottom our toolbar, can I get a thumbs up if everyone could see their toolbar on the bottom? Thumbs up. Do we see the mute button? Okay, that's how I mentioned earlier, where you can mute or unmute yourself for when you're speaking or not speaking. Then we have the stop video. This is for if you're on your break and you don't wanna, if you wanna step out, feel free to stop video. Then we have participants. It lets us know how many of us are in this group. And then the chat, this is what I had mentioned earlier. We have a chat box that I could, can everyone see? I just sent a hi. Did everyone get that little notification that there's a chat? So this is a chat where we could speak to everyone. If we have any questions that you feel that I'm talking and I can't see your hand, feel free to type it in here. We have the chat. And then we have reactions. Can everyone see the reaction little tool? That reaction is for us if we want to do great, if we want to do a thumbs up, or we want to do a hand clap. So just in case, feel free, if can anyone see me, give me a thumbs up. Any other questions, you could react to it. So this is our Zoom toolbar. Throughout the day, throughout the following couple days next, we're gonna be learning more about Zoom. But right now what's gonna happen is I'm gonna set you again in your breakout sessions with the same group. And I want you to list 4 things that you know about Zoom and 4 things that you don't know, that you wanna learn about Zoom. So again, we're gonna have someone be the note taker, and 4 things we do know and 4 things we don't know. This time, it's only gonna be for 3 minutes. It's not gonna be for 7 minutes. We're gonna have 3 minutes for everyone to share what they do know and what they don't know, at least 4 things, okay? And I'll be popping in. Thank you.
Attach all my invitees in one package, like one.
Any questions, group 3?
No.
We're good.
Okay. What else you don't know?
And look at this.
Oh,
You disappeared.
How to do you got it.
So where do you get your virtual meetings from? Do you like just go online or something and just buy the picture? Or?
They go online and there is a lot of free background for Zoom, and that's what I downloaded. And
I tried to do it on my computer. It wouldn't let me. I guess it has to be a certain pixel thing or something. If it's too.
What else I know? How many people altogether can be in a Zoom meeting?
okay.
I see you.
And I don't know. It has to be 4 things, right? That I don't.
Yeah, they can also play.
Welcome back.
Hello, Shelly.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. So just really quick, everyone's muted, so make sure you unmute yourself when each group presents. So we're gonna start again with group number 3. Please share your name and your teammate's name and what 4 things you do know about Zoom and which 4 things we don't know about Zoom. So if I could have someone from group number 3, thank you.
Okay, so my teammates are Miss Tony, Tracy, and myself, Antoinette. And the 4 things that we don't know is how to attach all invitees to one email, how to do the virtual background. We don't know how to attach something to the chat box, so we don't know how to send a link or things like that to the chat box. Also, we don't know how to manually add the invite to for a meeting. So if you had to manually do it, how will we do it? Enter the information. And then what we do know, we know how to schedule a meeting, we know how to do breakout rooms, share documents, and know how to host a meeting.
Thank you, group number 4. Sorry, group number 3. Thank you so much for sharing. And can I have group number 2? Someone from team number 2.
Hello, guys. The participants in group number 2 are Ms. Donna, Mr. Edgar, and myself, Byron. The 4 things that we do know about Zoom: we know how to join, we know how to mute and unmute ourselves, know how to schedule a meeting, and a little bit about virtual backgrounds. What do we want to know? We want to know how to share our screens. We want to work more on the settings options. We want to know how to navigate from screen to screen when sharing screens. And we want to know more about the breakout rooms.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing group number 2. If I could have group number 1.
Group number 1 is me, Jesus Bernabe, Shelly Maxwell, and Maria Martinez. So as far as what we learned, we had similarities, which was how to mute, chat, react, and stop video. Shelly would like to know how to do the poll, and manage the co-host. Maria said, "What does the record button do?" So she has a record button in the bottom. We all do. And how many people can be in a group? Also, under I also would like to know if we can add more reactions into the reaction column, and if I can invite other people to join this group because they don't like their team leader.
Very good, very good. Thank you, group. So hopefully throughout this whole 6-week program, we'll be able to address all of your don'ts. I took notes so we could hopefully day by day try to learn a little bit more. Also, we're going to be, when you're on your own, we're going to be providing some videos for everyone to see and to see what they have learned. But thank you so much for sharing. And we are going to try to address everything the best that we can. Remember, we're all here learning together. This is something new for all of us. So just all I ask is for your patience and everything. Next thing is our timesheet. Remember, this is how we're gonna get paid, guys. Money. Woo. Oh, no, we're not excited about our money. Yay! Our money. So this is very important, please, to learn how we're gonna fill out our timesheets. So I'm gonna share here we go. So this, okay, can everyone see the timesheet on Excel? I have it on Google Sheets. Can everyone see it? Can I get a little thumbs up? I see Jesus, Antoinette, Shelly, yes. Thank you. So everyone's gonna be receiving this electronically. Remember, you have until 2 p.m. to put in your hours. So what we're gonna do here is it has Teen Literacy Coach, Teen Remote Work Program time schedule. We're gonna circle which time frame which week, pay period, I'm sorry. Are we 7/8, are we 7/22, 8/5, or 8/4? So our first one is gonna be 7/8, because remember, we start on 7/6. So for example, Monday, well, I'm jumping. Last name, Alvarez. Next, we have our first name, Rosa. You're able just to type in there. Our dates, 7/6/20. And we want to make sure our exact time. So even though if we log in early at 8:30, at 8:45, we're still going to put 9 a.m. because that's our actual time in. Remember, we're just going in early if we have any technical difficulties, but always we're going to put 9 a.m. So let's see if that works. Yes. So as long as we just put 9, did everyone see that? As long as we just put 9 a.m., the computer does everything for us. So we don't have to worry about putting everything. Our exact time out is going to be 1 p.m. You don't have to worry about your supervisor's initials. I'm going to take care of that. It'll already be on there. Our work hours is 4. It's already on there. But remember, for whatever reason you're off, it's going to be 0. If you're late, we're going to be changing it by 15 minutes increment. So please be mindful of that. Don't worry about this over here because I'm going to be filling that out. And we are going to need your signature, which in this case is going to be typed your first and last name entered. And I'm going to type here my name that I received your timesheet. And we're going to date it as well, please. Make sure we have it dated. It goes Monday through Friday. Next, and importantly, is your pay period schedule. So this is when we're going to be receiving our checks, and it lets us know when our timesheets are due. So very important. Our first pay period is going to start on July 2nd and ends on July 8th. But technically for us, we don't start till July 6th. So that's why we're only going to be July 6th, July 7th, July 8th. We're going to be getting paid for just 3 days. So your first check is going to be a short check. Timesheet due, it's going to be due July 8th. And we're going to start a new one on July 9th. Here comes the key point. We're not going to get paid till July 24th. So you'll be working roughly about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks where you'll be seeing your first paycheck. Our second one is July 9th to July 22nd. That's our pay period. And timesheets are going to do the 22nd. We're going to start a new one the 23rd, and you're going to be receiving your check on August 7th. So remember, you're going to be receiving about 2 to 3 checks because then the program ends on August 14th. So the last checks, you won't, you'll be receiving them by mail. So here we go. Sorry. Please notify your team leader if you change your address. Please let me know because we're going to be mailing checks. Teams may pick up final checks Friday, 9/4 at 1640 West Roosevelt Road between 3 and 5 p.m. If you do not pick up your checks during these times, the checks will be mailed to you. That's why it's very important for us that we have your correct and up-to-date address. If anything changes, let me know as soon as possible. But you're going to be receiving this, so please refer to it if you have any questions. Miss Alvarez, I already worked more than a week. Why haven't I received pay? Because you won't get it till the 24th. Any questions on the timesheet that if I can answer you, or if not, I'll make sure to get back to you. Yeah, Shelly.
You say a circle. How am I going to go circle that up there?
So that's what I was right before when we were on break. That's what I was learning.
Shelly messed it up.
If you go on insert, and then you insert a shape, and then you just put a circle on above it.
No, we're not gonna do that. We'll already have it bolded for them. I'm just joking.
No, but I was trying to figure it out before, and I'm on Google Sheets, so it doesn't even have me to insert a shape.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll just be bolded for each pay period.
But the thing is, people need to look for what needs correction so that we don't confuse the teams. If you see something that needs correction.
And isn't this
Miss Donna is coming in.
She's muted.
It says office use only. Miss Shelley, can the team leader click in there? Because see, the team, that's going to calculate what the teams are saying. But the team leaders has to verify if this is correct. So they put their final numbers here. Can you click on that office use to make that a 4? Okay, cool, that's good.
But shouldn't it be locked for the teams, or it doesn't matter?
Sale, Miss Shelley?
It's gonna be locked only in like the headers and stuff. As a team leader, when they would have already completed their part, and then if they have something wrong, you can change it.
Okay.
And then as you initial it, they won't see that timesheet anymore. We'll upload the next one.
Right. Okay, that's good. I'm thinking, because I don't really even know. I know they encouraging them to do direct deposit, so that we won't have to like distribute checks or they have to come pick them up. But I know that every team does not have an account. So I'm just thinking, I know we have where the last final checks can be picked up at 1640. I'm thinking if we should leave, we're scheduled to go back August 1st. I don't know. Should we have this here?
But like the first one, the 724, is that what we're trying to figure out?
Where we're talking about teams may pick up their final paychecks Friday, 9/4. If we even need to have that there. I guess we could leave it, and if anything changes, then we could let them know. Because as of right now, we're scheduled to go back.
So you just give me a note. This is tentative. It may change.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay.
And if the team asks me for 724, how will they receive their paycheck? Will it be through mail, or are they picking it up are we distributing it to them?
I want to say it's going to be mailed out if they don't do direct deposit.
Okay. And are we combining this one, the 821, for them to receive it on 9/4, so they'll only receive 3 checks?
The last check, what is that? Is that a full week? That's a 4-week check, right? They may get that one separate. This last one, they may get separate. We only combined the previous years because I think they only had like 1 or 2 days. But the 3 days is up top instead of the last week, if that makes sense. So this right here would be a separate check, that 4th check.
That 4th check, okay. But this one, they'll be receiving, then this one they have to, because 821, they won't be with us no more.
They won't be with us, so that'll be a check that's mailed out as well.
And was I correct? Is this going to be just a partial check and then the next?
It is. That one is only going to be for the 3 days.
Okay.
The 6th, the 7th, and the 8th.
And then this is a full check.
Full check, full check. And I want to say this last one is a full check.
Yeah, maybe. And then timesheet, is it only going to be weekly? You know how, is this just because the first one is just 3 days?
There should be a full sheet. It should be, even though when they come in on the 6th, it's only going to be for 3 days. But the next time should be for a full 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it should have been for 2 weeks, Miss Shirley.
Any other questions or comments?
And remember, Rosa, this is just a draft. So this is just, yeah, she's still working on it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop sharing if we don't have any more questions or comments on our pay schedule. Remember, we always want to submit our timesheet by 2 p.m. Make sure you put your hours in by 2 p.m. I'll be checking to make sure. Now I'm gonna share my. So we just went through our whole agenda. Thank you guys for our first day of our Teen Literacy Coach program. Thank you so much for being here. Now we are gonna be working on our synchronous remote work. So we're gonna be working not online with me, we're gonna be working offline. What you will be receiving in a couple minutes is I'm gonna be sending you an email. I'm gonna be sending you an email with the YouTube link. You're gonna be, that link, you're gonna click on it and you'll be receiving, viewing that video. And it's gonna have us about Zoom for us to get a little familiar. So it might address some of the questions that you gave me earlier that we don't know how to use, some of the features. So it might cover on there. So I just want you to please be aware for that email and think about at least 4 main points that the video is teaching. 4 points that you're learning from that video for tomorrow, so we could come back as a whole and we're gonna be reviewing each other's notes of what we learned. And then we're gonna I'll go again to see what else we're gonna be missing so I could find more videos for us to learn a little bit more about Zoom. Do I have any questions, comments, or concerns? Remember, some of you are mute, so I won't be able to see. Shelly?
I think this was excellent. I think that now maybe the last 15 minutes would be Q&A, or like if somebody wants to discuss something further, but we have to keep them on until 11. So it's good we're ahead of time and we got 15 more minutes.
Donna, yes, Donna.
Rosa, you did an excellent job. And I was taking a few notes that I think would be helpful for all of us. And I wanted to say, like in the introduction, and we're doing the agreements and the assumptions. If you all can, you don't have to do every bullet point, but at some integrals, like especially when you're talking about the background, just giving some ideas of what they could use, like a plain blank wall and things like that. So kind of talk through some of the bullet points instead of just reading through it, I think would be good. And this was just for you. I know you said that we would be working the next 4, we'll be meeting 4 times a week. You're actually going to be meeting them 6 times a week. I mean, well, not more than, you said we're going to meet 4 times a week, but you're going to actually meet more than that with them. So just something I caught. And then I like the way when you did the name thing, you repeated our names when we came back. So I like that because that helped. I would say send the assignment that you're gonna assign for the day, send that beforehand. So you don't have to say, well, after this meeting, I'm gonna be sending you the assignment. They will already have it and they can immediately start working. That was pretty much that I have. Did anybody else have anything that we could share with the group that we can better ourselves? Miss Shelley?
Nexa?
So this is recorded, so we need to all get the recording, and now we can pattern this presentation, which was outstanding, and your cooperation was outstanding, your participation. I mean, it's everything it needs to be. And then we need to decide what's tomorrow for onboarding, what's the third day, and the fourth and fifth day for onboarding. I don't know, is there training the first week? We need to figure that out, Ms. Donna. But from here, how is it going to go as far as planning for tomorrow? And then I know Maria had a point we were talking about.
Okay, so we all have a schedule, Miss Shelley, to present. Like Gail is going to present at 11:30, and then somebody else is going tomorrow at 8:30, and then again at 11:30. So we all going to do a to practice run with the agenda. Now, what we need to work on is the next day, because this is 1 day boarding right here. So what do we do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of that week is what we need to plan out. You had
so we're gonna go through the same thing again?
Well, I thought it would be best that we all did a run through, but if we're gonna mark what roles I have, then people can just practice from that, and we can move on and try to schedule for day 2. If everybody is in agreement or feel comfortable with that, or do you feel like you need to do a run through? I mean, Rosa gave us a good presentation, and since it is recorded, we can look at her video, look at the video, and just mark from what she had, and we can start planning for the next day of onboarding. Does that make sense to everybody? Now I'm getting some puzzled looks again. See, that's what I was getting yesterday, Miss Shelley. So I'm just trying to make it where it makes sense and we're able to flow. I know it's tight and we don't have a lot of time. So if we can take what Rosa gave us, do everybody feel comfortable with that? And try to mark what she did today, because she did an excellent job, and that is the agenda for day 1. And we can start planning out day 2.
That's fine with me.
I think it was good. And if something like this similar was done, me and Byron practiced yesterday. So I think it was like if anybody like will need like assistance or still kind of stuck, they wanted to do like a one-on-one mocking presentation. That would be good, but I would definitely say it would be important for us to know what we're gonna do the next day and the next day, so we can be just in case we already have the second day we plan out. Let's just say we plan out the second day tomorrow, but we stumble a barrier or something. We have some time still to try to figure out what are we gonna fix for day 2, day 3, day 4, because we're supposed to plan out for every single day, right? Till they're done.
Exactly. So that would work if everybody is feeling comfortable with going with what Rosa has presented today in that type of way. Then we can move on and go on to start planning our day 2. And then, so are we doing that today or tomorrow, Miss Shelley?
I mean, this was a long morning. How do you all feel about
taking a break
and taking a break and picking it back up, or what? Be honest.
I don't know. I think if we're gonna touch day 2, we should just touch it tomorrow to have more time.
Yeah, because we can make the revisions, I think, of what we did. Like, whatever the revisions are, like assumptions had a couple of mistakes actually in the screen. The timesheet needs to be cleaned up.
What with the virtual employment introduction or whatever that was document had a few errors in there as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think we can use this time to pretty much clean up everything from day one to make it somewhat perfection.
So can you guys all send me the errors?
Yes.
Now, that means, Donna, they may have to sign their virtual agreement again if it's anything other than like just maybe a line off or a period missing. They may have to sign it again. Okay. All of the teens who are being hired.
Did they sign it already?
Ready?
Some did. Some did. Maybe about 10 of them so far.
Will we be getting a copy of that?
I mean, I'm trying to put together a package, but it's just been, I don't know. I need help now. I'm at the point where I can't do it by myself. Like Donna is working with After School Matters, UIC, getting materials. You can name the rest of it. And she's trying to sign the stuff. I think we did beautiful writing these plays, and y'all are actors that are bringing the plays to life. But now that you know what the script format is, y'all gotta help us because we are taxed. And then she doing DocuSign, I'm doing DocuSign. We on the phone with people about I just gotta say it, Donna. We on the phone with people about tax questions.
Yeah.
And, oh my goodness.
So anybody that can step in, if there's something that you can pass the baton, Miss Shelley.
No, just help, like helping with putting the package together, or because it's got to be like a virtual package. For me, I probably put it all in a PDF. That might not be. Maybe we'll put it in one folder on Google, or I don't know. I need some feedback on what's going to be. I know how I think, but I don't know how the team thinks about how things should happen.
I mean, I can help with editing or whatever you need. Just tell me what documents you need. I can help with that. Tell me how you want to send it. I can send it that way. I mean, anything I can help with, I can do. Just let me know what it is.
Okay, so send me an email saying what you're willing to do. We also need people to call the teams because some of them are saying they're not getting the DocuSign. So if we call them and find out, okay, if you're interested in the program, here's what you need. It's not getting done.
They would need, so that list that I sent you all, that big list of TPAs, deleted. And Miss Shelley, if you can send out, who can do some calls? Who's willing to call some teams?
Some calling.
Okay.
I can call too.
So I mean, as far as what's needed, I was thinking two tier. The first thing was the DocuSign. Donnie, you did a DocuSign support?
I have tried to go on, Miss Shelley, and to be honest, I'm a little confused at where the documents are to upload them.
Michelle,
so, go ahead.
I want to mention to you, because I know we had this conversation about like the tax forms and stuff like that being done online and stuff. So I was talking to my wife because they actually do that with their drivers at her job. So they don't do face-to-face writing or anything. Everything's done online. So she's trying to get me that information so I can forward it to you because they do the I-9, what is the
I-9 and W-4. But Ms. Donna, did you find that already? We did that at irs.gov, right? Where you can pull.
Yeah, I was able to, right.
They got that at irs.gov now. It's like you used to have to pay for that service, but now IRS is hosting that. So thank you.
They do all of those stuff. They do all of their stuff now manually, and just when they sign is through DocuSign. But she did say that her job pays for the full version of DocuSign.
So maybe you can do a DocuSign mock for me. But when you click the attachment, you could just upload whatever the attachment is saying. I thought you could. I mean, we'll have to see.
When you use more than a certain amount of people, in this case, let's just say it's 130 teams, it might be like, well, your limit was 10, you know.
No, I think we got
I had a parent that said that it expired or something.
I expired them because I didn't want them to wait like 2 weeks and then put it in later. Okay. So if they're expired, then I'll have to reissue. It's a template you make. But the thing is, I want to make sure somebody goes through with naked eyes to say this worked and it didn't work. Some teams are more savvy as far as electronic, but then the decision is, if we don't have enough responses by the 19th, what's going to happen?
If we don't get enough response after the calls that Rosa and Jesus is going to make, then we're just going to have to set up something where they can come to the office to get those forms and just complete them there on site and turn them back in.
Now, the other issue that keeps coming up is that, and maybe I'll talk to you after the meeting. Maybe this is not in the meeting. So the support needed is the calls, the editing that Antoinette mentioned, the testing after the editing is done.
Mm-hmm. And then we also gonna need support in like verifying. So even once they do the DocuSign, we still have to go to the office, print all those documents out, and I'm gonna need some help in verifying the information, making sure that, you know, all of the signatures are there, the dates are there, then the numbers are in the correct place, you know, all of that kind of stuff.
I know they're doing through DocuSign. It won't let them submit unless everything that you want them to have filled out, it's filled out. So that might be big help there.
No, one team got around that. They submitted a picture that was a blank picture.
And then even with the I-9s, you know, sometimes they'll put like today's date instead of their birthday. So it'll take, because there's a date there, but it's the today's date and not their birthday.
And so my eyes are shot. I can't see. I can't see it. The other thing was actual some group that's gonna actually say. So today Rosa had and a schedule call for you all to list things about Zoom you didn't know, things you want to know. Is that going to be revisited the next day as just a discussion? Are we going to keep following the same script? And then what are going to be the plug outs for the breakout room? What are going to be the host discussion points for the next day? So you guys had listed out what people need to learn for Zoom. What else do they need to learn to be ready in this setting during the onboarding process? Who's going to list that out? Or are you going to have a shared document? So I could put up a Google document now and people can list whatever else needs to happen with the onboarding.
Okay, I think if you put that document out, then we can just fill in.
And then, but am I putting it on the script, or is the team going to decide what's going on the script tomorrow? They're going to decide that tomorrow, right?
Right.
So is it at 9 o'clock meeting?
Open up with like a review from the day before. So anything that we talked about the day before, that should be first on the agenda to kind of cover.
Yeah. And if they said that we was gonna learn something or something like that, maybe check and see if anybody tried any of the things they say they didn't know or wanted to know, could be part of the breakout rooms for the next day. And maybe that can help with the planning out the days after. So start with this, you know, make sure we follow up and complete that, and on and on and on. It may help. And we do have the goals, the Boss Your Strength stuff we're going to be doing too as well, right, Ms. Hampton?
We are going to do Boss Your Strength, but that would be like your Friday training.
Okay.
Tony?
Yeah, I wrote something down. I don't know. I thought I was supposed to say something. I didn't know. But I just wrote something down like, how do we get comfortable as a group? You learn how to interact in an open setting, which can be challenging. How do you carry yourself? So I thought if we did breakout rooms with them and we talked about how to carry yourself and present yourself, and you know, possibly come up with some questions to ask them. Like today we asked 4 questions: what you don't know, what you would like to know. So just, you know, sort of letting them look at their self and think what's appropriate, how you act, how you treat people. Just food for thought. Body language, staying positive, saying compliments, smile, ask for help, offer help, be a good listener. And then I wrote something about open body language, eye contact. Young people, they play on their phones a lot, and when you're talking to them, they don't look at you. They constantly playing on the phone. So if I'm speaking with you and you playing with your phone, you know, it can be offensive. So proper eye contact, you know, just teaching them things that they should do and just acknowledge while we're in the meeting and them not being distracted doing other things. So I was thinking about maybe possibly coming up with some type of game on, you know, when we go into the breakout rooms on acceptable behavior in the workplace and unacceptable behavior, and let them tell us what they think, and then we, you know, present it back in a large group.
Okay, so that'd be good to go on that form.
Okay. Yeah, and then I was saying be kind to everyone, say thank you, do little favors, send out notes, make someone smile, and be your best self. So just positive speaking and motivating them just to be positive towards each other in the group. Because sometimes teens can be a little silly and they can play little cranky games. And so you have to remind them, you know, to be considerate to each other and the people that's around them.
So can we test before we get off that you guys can get this access to the chat box to the form?
I got it. I was able to view it.
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yes, got it.
So, do you guys think that the poll thingy, like having a question as a team leader every day, just like something that will, for example, today was sports, will be something cool to have every meeting?
I can't hear you.
Do you guys think that like the poll question that Rosa had today would be something cool to have like every meeting for the teams?
I mean, I thought this was the template. And then from the template, I just wrote what I thought were the main points. If I don't have them, you could add one. Maybe I'll bold them each one, and then you can.
I think what Jesus is asking, should we add that as into the agenda every day as a poll, maybe a poll question to open
Oh, a
it.
poll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
thought that was good.
Yeah, I like that.
For, you know, people that are coming on early, it gives them something to think about and respond to. I thought that was good.
Should we discuss it afterward?
Yeah, we can discuss it.
Okay. Now I want to know who can't get it. Who can't get can everybody access it?
Opening it. At first I was fine, but now that I tried, it won't let me.
Is that the host able to do that, Rosa? Because I don't see it now on my screen.
The poll or the attachment that Shelly sent? The poll?
No, I got the attachment Miss Shelly sent.
Okay, the attachment, that's what I was talking about, that I couldn't add it. I couldn't open it right now. But the polling, I set it up. I made sure to enable it on my settings before I set the meeting schedule. Okay. And then when you schedule the meeting, it'll give you an option there to put what are the questions that you want to do and what are the answers for them to vote on. And you'll do it either before you schedule the meeting or even after. It'll let you know that you haven't selected a poll if you want to select it now.
Okay. But you have to do the poll while you're setting up the meeting as a host.
Yeah, if you try to do it once the meeting is on, like if I would have tried to do it this morning, I don't think it would have let me. Yeah.
I want to know who has not been able to access this document for tomorrow.
I can't. I don't know if it's just my internet, but it's not letting me.
So you can't access this this link.
Yeah, no.
No. You're already in it. So just if you can move around your screen, you might be an anonymous kangaroo or something. Move around your screen. You have the tab open because you're in.
Okay.
And I see that 6 people are in. So who hasn't tried the link?
Anonymous koala. Anonymous koala.
I mean, I don't know, but who cannot access the link? I need to know.
I could. I don't know what animal I am.
So everybody can access the link.
I guess it depends on what you mean by access. Like I can sort of see it, but I can't add anything to it.
Well, go back out now, everybody, and then try to come back in because it's now editor. Everybody should be able to edit it. And this is going to be important because you're going to have to do this at some point. I see Byron. Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea, Byron. Type your name in somewhere.
Okay, I was able to get in. Now I can't.
I'm saying get completely out because you're probably in it already. Jesus is at the top. Who's the anonymous wolf?
Okay.
Well, for me, my document, if you look for after you click the link, mass at the bottom of my PC is showing like in the task pane bar, it's showing like it has like the Internet Explorer E. Mm-hmm. And when I click that, that's where the document is, and that's how I can edit it.
Okay, I'm able to go.
So it might be
all right. So I'll send a copy of it then blank to everybody so that if you can't do it on here, then you can do it somewhere else. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm pretty much done.
Well, can I just mention the assumption that we decided to add to keep your phone on silent?
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and edit the assumption and then resend to everybody.
Okay.
And the bottom of it where it says to have it charged, this seems to keep going out of
the frame. Okay, I'll push it up.
And just I don't know if it has anything to do with it. I don't have PowerPoint, so I opened it through Google Sheets. So maybe the format might be different.
I think it worked fine.
Okay.
Except for that. I think that's just something that happens. Anything else, Miss Donna?
Were there other edits with the agreement and the assumptions since Maria?
That said she's gonna send me that.
But Maria's making corrections to that. Not you talking about the contract. You talking about the agreement, the contract
right.
agreement.
Right.
I'm talking about the PowerPoint that Maria did. Didn't you say you saw some edits in there, Ms. Brown?
Somebody said something important.
Same thing in the contract agreement thing. I didn't necessarily see in the assumptions and
but somebody said something important about those assumptions and agreements, and I don't know what it was. I remember what you're saying now. I can't remember what it was. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay, just look at it, Maria, and see if you catch anything. That's all I have.
Are we meeting with?
Okay, I thought it was a great meeting.
Very good meeting. Very productive.
Thank you. So
what time are we meeting tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're set for 8:30 again. I think Gail set a meeting for 8:30.
And you'll tell Gail about the change?
She doesn't know about the change yet, so I need to contact her after we off because she's expecting to come on at 11:30.
Okay, so how can we get the video to everybody? Does anybody know how?
You will have to download it, save it, and then when you send it, you might have to send it as a zip file because it's too long, the video. So
Rosa would do it, or what?
Can we, because I think we're still recording, so I don't know if we want to edit it just from the beginning of where Rosa start presenting to the end, would that shorten it some? And then we don't have.
I don't know how to do that.
So is it okay if I stop recording now?
I think so.